Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to our webinar today. My name is Kams and I'll be your presenter for today. Okay, let's start. So our webinar etiquette, keep yourself muted unless speaking. Be polite. If you wish to speak or have any points to raise your hand and the facilitator will recognize you and allow you to speak. Also, you may switch on the video. Study in Europe webinar. Okay, our business name is Anicon Travel Consultancy or ATC. Since 2012, ATC is an education tourism company which aims to unite the world through global education and elevate the Philippine academic status worldwide. We work with multiple schools and destinations to give you the best possible options to your study abroad plans. Our business address is Unit 1627, 16th floor, City and Land Mega Plaza Building, Tapas Road, Ortigas, Pasig City. And we're on a walk-in by appointment because we're on a hybrid setup. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have three different brands. We have here Asia, Europe, and Canada. For Asia, we have South Korea and Japan. And for Europe, we have Spain, Italy, and Finland. And for Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. Okay, and these are proof of business. We're under J Mission Documentation Services. Okay, who can study in Europe? At least bachelor's degree holder, K-12 graduate, and also a proof that you have enough money for your tuition fees and living expenses. We will assist and support you in achieving your goals of studying and working and living in Europe. We will help you choose the right course. We will place you in the right college or university that you prefer with low tuition fees and accommodation. We will help you understand the requirements. So I think that's all for the introduction. I'll turn the time to Ms. Mika Ramos, the Filipino representative of Karelia University. Hi, ma'am. Ma'am Mika.
Balik ka o magkasibawa ka naligo. Naligo.
Ayan. So, good morning, Ms. Cams and ATC. And good morning to our viewers if we have some on Facebook and of course our participants here at our Zoom meeting. So let me share my screen and I'll just turn off my video so that mas mabilis yung presentation because I think my video is lagging. Yeah, I'll just share my screen. Give me a couple of minutes. There you go. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Can you see po? Ay, ayan ma'am, meron na po.
Okay, so this morning we will be talking about the opportunities to study in Finland through Karelia University of Applied Sciences with our partner ATC. So before that, I'd like to introduce myself. So I'm Micaela Ramos, General Manager of Pig Pond or the official agent of Karelia University of Applied Sciences. So I also studied in Finland, but in a different university. So to start our webinar, so to our audience or those watching via Facebook, ano yung mga narinig niyong facts about Finland aside from the things that I've written down here? Baka meron kayong gustong i-share. Anything that you've heard? Sige, type nyo lang sa chat box. I'll try to read it. Or Miss Cams, can you help me? Baka mabasa mo siya kasi hindi ako makabalik sa chat.
Yes, ma'am. Wala pa po ang nag-chat. If you have ano po concerns or comments po, chat lang po kayo sa chat box po.
All right. So as you may know of, or you may have heard, Finland is one of the happiest countries in the world dahil maganda talaga yung naging social engineering nila as a country. So they have figured out at least yung mga components that make the citizens really thrive in their lives. So kaya yung mga citizens sila identify themselves as being satisfied and happy. And in contrast with the Philippines, there are only 5.5 million people. Unlike us, we are about 110 million people. So ang layo, no, in terms of population. And their land size is also very big. They are known to be the land of 1,000 lakes, but hindi lang yan 1,000. It's actually 188,000 lakes in one country. So imagine that. And I don't know if you're born in the 90s, Nokia was one of the most famous mobile phone manufacturer. So Nokia is still around, but they have changed their business model and their business focus, kumbaga. And if you have played Angry Birds, baka narinig nyo na ang Rovio, sila yung gumawa ng Angry Birds. So this gives you a glimpse of Finland and how forward-looking and innovative this country is, despite being small. Ayan. So why study in Finland? It's one of the best educational systems in the world, affordable than other US or European universities, mainly because of the student discounts for housing and food. And if you want to experience independent living, Finland is one of the safest countries to do so. Ang maganda naman sa opportunity natin that I'm presenting to you, there is no admission exam. So later on, I will share with you exactly what those requirements are. Ayan. So briefly, I'm sharing my study experience. So I've experienced firsthand living in Finland during the 4 seasons, including winter. And I have experience working with or kumbaga, socializing and working with other nationalities. So hindi lang from Finland, but people from all over the world. Next. So today I will be sharing Karelia, University of Applied Sciences. So let's just watch this video to give us a glimpse of what Karelia can offer you.
We have a challenge. The population is aging, work is changing, and we all have a responsibility for the environment. Our common future places new demands on how we build sustainable well-being for us all. We at Karelia University of Applied Sciences are part of the solution, studying, developing, and teaching the know-how and skills needed for the future. For us, future knowledge is know-how, actions, and boldly rethinking the present. It is technical and human know-how in a seamless partnership. From these ingredients, unique solutions and services are built to meet the demands of working life. Our vision at Karelia is a community which is international, thriving, and highly valued. We want to be known for high quality, innovative performance, highly capable and knowledgeable staff, and good results. This cements our position as a key player in enhancing the vibrancy of life in North Karelia. In fact, Karelia has already achieved much in promoting the know-how and skills required for the future. We actively seek custom-made carbon neutral architectural solutions. We act as a trusted partner for corporate product development. We enable a more vibrant well-being for people.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, sige. So, I'll just present and continue with my presentation. So basically, the video was just trying to show you like the thrusts of the university. So ang maganda po sa Karelia University of Applied Sciences, their methods, their approaches, and the content of their degrees are aligned with the needs of the workforce or the business environment in Europe, of course, and all over the world. So kung ano po yung needs ngayon ng mga companies around the world, they pattern their curriculum based on that to make sure that the students who graduate from their university actually meet the labor needs ng companies. All right. So some facts about Karelia. So it was established in 1992, located in Joensuu, Eastern Finland. So kung ang Helsinki po ay nasa south part, Joensuu is in the central and east part of Finland. And they offer bachelor's, master's, open university, and diploma programs. And right now, I will be showing you the 3 bachelor programs that are also available as diploma programs. Later on, I'll explain further how that is. So the programs available are international business, industrial management, information and communication technology. So baka gusto niyo i-type ano yung mas interested kayong bachelor program in the chat box so that we'll also have an idea kung anong mas popular among Filipinos. So go on right ahead. Okay,
May question sa chat box.
go ahead, Ms. Cams.
Okay, good morning. Watching from the Philippines. May I ask if you're offering postgraduate agriculture programs?
Right now, the agricultural programs are not available at Joensuu, but I would maybe suggest baka merong ibang programs that you might be interested in that you can connect with agriculture. Later on, i-explain ko mamaya yung programs in more detail. Thank you for that question. So some numbers at Karelia University, they are around 4,128 students with 160 international degree students and 135 exchange students all over the world actually. So hindi lang siya sa Europe. Marami rin from Asia. And the study approaches hindi na malayo as to what we are used to in the Philippines. They also have lectures, online and offline. But they are very heavy on group work and projects because they really want to develop the collaborative skills of the students because this is a skill that's necessary, especially now in the 21st century. Ayan. Ang unique naman sa kanila is that they don't have exam weeks. They have scheduled exams and students have 3 chances to take an exam. So depende sa student, if they want to get a higher grade, they can retake an exam. So ang galing, no? Yan. So holidays are very important in the European culture as well. So they have at least almost a month of vacation during the academic year. So hindi pa kasama yun yung summer, so it's an additional 1 month for students to go on holidays or travel around Europe. So let's now go deeper into the degree programs. So first, yung international business. So for those who want an international study environment, work with other nationalities and have an up-to-date knowledge and skills of doing business, building marketing strategies. Ito po ang recommended namin sa inyo. So for the person who asked kung may agriculture course, maybe this could also appeal to you. Yan. So ito po yung study plan. So for the first year, core business disciplines and language courses and communication skills development are also integrated. Kasama na po dyan yung Finnish courses. And the Finnish courses is already included. Kumbaga, it's not an extra class that you need to pay. It's included in the curriculum. So yeah, and international business also has an internship and exchange program. So you can have the opportunity to work in a company or explore another university, for example, for an exchange program. So yung mga universities na yan, not only within Finland, but you can also check out other universities in Europe. Ayan. So next is the industrial management. So this is more on the manufacturing process. So yeah, industrial management study plan. So you will be studying manufacturing disciplines. May basic courses then in that's related to business like sales and marketing, basic accounting, and you will have practical training instead of an internship. And lastly, the most popular one, the most popular one is the ICT, Information and Communication Technology. So if you're into IT, this is highly recommended. So the career options for those who will study ICT are, of course, in the tech industry, Internet of Things, engineer, developers, software developer, and AI developer, and web programmer, the usual tech careers. So ang maganda sa Finland, they're very technology driven. So malaki ang demand for careers in ICT. So actually may mga Filipinos working in Finland as developers and programmers. So hindi ganon ka required ang language, ang Finnish language if you are planning to work there in the ICT field. So ang admission period every year is around January to March. And then acceptance period is from April to May. So basically they are deliberating who they will be accepting, and they will be sending the results around this time. And study starts in August. So the next application run will open next year, 2024. So how Karelia Commission Pathway Program works? So actually yung present ko sa inyo is the bachelor degree. And there is a way for you to study in Karelia without taking the entrance exam. So ito yon, the Commission Pathway Program. Basically, you only need to finish at least a high school degree, and mamaya may additional pa, minimal additional requirements. But this is like the snapshot of it. And then you take the Karelia Commission Pathway Program in International Business, Industrial Management, or ICT. And you have the option to study for only 1 year. And you can get a diploma right away, especially for those who already graduated from college. So sino na ba dito yung may mga bachelor's degree na? Can you type in the chat box, me, kung meron na kayong bachelor's degree? Yan, sige. So this diploma is a good way for you to, kumbaga, as a professional development pathway for you, and also to really see if you can, explore working in Finland during your studies, or after your studies. So if you finish 1 year of the program, you are entitled to a diploma. But if you want to continue pursuing your bachelor's degree, you can do so and you will be accepted na to the second year program after you meet the requirements during your first year. Ang requirements lang naman ay grades when you are already accepted in the pathway program. And then if you graduate with a finished degree, of course, you can pursue a successful career either in Finland or in other parts of Europe. So ito po yung mga requirements. So at least a high school degree, but if you have a college degree, that's also good. So at least, but the minimum is at least a high school degree. And then you need to prove your English proficiency through IELTS or institutional TOEFL with a score of, for IELTS 5.5, for TOEFL it's 500. Or you can ask for a medium of instruction certificate from your school, basically certifying that your courses or your studies were conducted in English. And as we mentioned earlier, proven financial capacity to study in Finland for a year. So that is basically around 560 euros per month. So you just multiply that for 1 year. You have to come up with that amount for the embassy or the immigration to grant you a visa. The tuition fee for the first year for the commissioned pathway program is 5,000 euros. So discounted na po ito. And if you do continue for your second year, you have the eligibility to apply for a scholarship and you will get an 50% off of the regular tuition fee. Kasi yung regular tuition fee is 10,000 euros. Ayan. So as I said, the application period opens pala in February 1. So you can apply through a university application link, which you can ask from ATC. Ayan. So receive an application confirmation email, and then you will receive an acceptance letter and next steps. Yung next steps, once you get accepted, these are the processing of your student visa already. Yeah. So now I will be talking about the practical stuff, living in Joensuu, Finland. So before we continue, do you have any questions so far? So I'll just pause for a while and see if you have any questions before I proceed with the information on living conditions and living expenses. Meron po ba? Miss Cam, sa Facebook baka meron. Just just let me know.
None for now, Miss Mika.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So let's move on. So more information about the city, Joensuu, the city for students. So there are 77,000 inhabitants in that city. So it's very relatively small compared to the Philippines, with 30% of that being students. So it's you can say a university town. You can go around the city by bike or by walking because of the short distances. They also have convenient public transport, safe environment, and low crime rates. So there are 2 higher education institutions in the city with multiple colleges. And students enjoy discounts and bonuses. So I'll show you later. So ito yung itsura ng main campus nila. This is their building. There are 2 campuses, Karelia and Wärtsilä campus, which is like 5 minutes away from each other by bike. And the campuses are like 7 minutes away from the city center. So in Europe, the city center is like the, kumbaga, where the action happens. This is where you will find most of the shops, groceries, banks. So yan, parang business center nila yan. Alright. So why North Karelia? So as I said, Finland is the safest and happiest country in the world. Karelia is one of Finland's most social region. And here you can always be you. And you'll be part of a future forward university society surrounded by innovation. And if you are already married now or you have a family, it's easy to bring them there even if you are a student. And have you seen Finland's nature yet? So this is Uwenso in the summer. Next is, this is the autumn or taglagas nila. And of course, the beautiful winter of Finland. So yan, ito po ang living conditions of a student in Uwensu. So ito po yung sample ng student housing and it is managed by an office called Uwensun Eli. So yan po ang culture sa Finland. Student housing is managed by an office in every city. So a shared flat for 2 to 4 persons is 200 to 250 euros. So mga 12,000 pesos to 15,000. So ano nang kasama doon? It includes your electricity, internet, and what else? Water utilities and electricity. I think I've already mentioned that. Kasama na rin po yung laundry room nyo. So you don't have to actually buy a washing machine. Meron ng kasama yon within the student building. And yung shared flat po dito, ang ibig sabihin yan, may room for each person in the apartment. So hindi po uso sa kanila yung sharing a room. And if you want to go solo, of course, there are studios available as well. Ayan. Usually, student apartments are unfurnished, but the good thing is maganda ang second-hand cultures of Finland. So you can easily furnish your apartment just by going to second-hand shops. Yeah. Next. So for the food, mahal ba ang pagkain sa Finland? Ano sa tingin nyo? Yes or no? You can type it in the box. Mahal ba ang pagkain sa Finland? Yes or no? What do you think, guys? Yes, okay. Thank you, Rich Mark, for that answer. So, yan ang usual na iniisip natin. But let me show you how affordable student lunches can be in Finland. So the price, the average price is around 270 euros to 455 euros per meal. So that's around 180 pesos. But anong kasama ng 180 pesos na yon? Papakita ko sa inyo. So meron parate sa cafeteria nila, merong basic main dish, may special. Yung mga special, kaya siya nagmamahal. Yung 450, siguro mga chicken yan, mga ganyan. Yung mga special gourmet meals, may ganun sa provision. They will always have vegetarian or vegan options and soup. So, makikita nyo, ganito ang itsura niya. For 180 pesos, hindi pa to yung special meal. So, usually, ito yung basic meal nila. So, ang kasama niyan, meron kayong main dish, rice, or potatoes, usually ganyan ang carbohydrates nila. Then yung salad nyo is unlimited. So meron kayong salad bar, parang sa Wendy's. Kung nakita nyo or na-experience nyo, you can get as much salad as you want. And the bread also is unlimited. So, at yung meal na yon, may kasama na kayong drinks. Ang student na to, hindi kumuha ng drinks, tubig lang yung kinuha niya. But you're actually entitled to 1 glass of juice or milk. Yan. And then the other glass is usually for water. And ang maganda sa Finland, ang water nila ay sobrang linis. Mas malinis pa than the bottled water there. So, pwede kayong uminom from the tap water lang. So, laking tipid talaga. Ang maganda rin sa Finland, kung may student card kayo, pwede kayong kumain kahit sa ang university all over the country. So, kunwari, bigla kayong napunta sa Helsinki dahil gusto nyo mag-tour for a day, nagutom kayo, ay, estudyante ako, I wanna eat at the university cafeteria, you are entitled to the same discount as you have in UNSU. Ayan. Galing, di ba? Tapos yung food sa supermarket, ang mga price nito, kung makikita nyo closely, yung malaking cheese na to ay around 2 euros 40 cents. So sabihin na natin na mga nasa mga 160 pesos for a big block of cheese niyan na pwede nyo nang kainin for maybe 1 to 2 weeks. Syempre, mas matipid pa rin talaga ang magluto sa bahay. And to give you an idea, pwede kayong makabili ng 1 kilo of rice sa halagang around 70 pesos. 70 to 80 pesos. Basta below 100 pesos. So, hindi na masama. 1 kilo of rice for below 100 pesos. So, at high quality po ang mga pagkain sa supermarkets nila. So, hindi siya talaga ganun kamahal as we are thinking. Lalo na kung i-compare natin yung prices ngayon ng mga pagkain sa Pilipinas. Hindi na siya nagkakalayo. Ayan. So, ngayon naman, dahil masyadong importante ang free time sa kanila, kasi nga kaya sila masayang bansa dahil balanced ang kanilang life. So, they really value their free time. So, kapag nandun kayo, madalas na tanong sa inyo, so anong ginagawa mo in your free time? So, yan. That's how they get to know a person. So, marami kayong pwedeng gawin doon. Imagine you can go skiing within the city. So, they have a Collie National Park, which is a ski resort and spa hotel. And you can go skiing, bicycling, pwede rin kayong mag-basketball. Syempre, may lig tayo dyan as Filipinos. So yeah, imagine, you can ski within the city. So hindi mo na kailangan pumunta sa Swiss Alps para ma-experience ito. Doon na mismo, sa city mo, makakapag-skiing ka na. Yan. And usually may mga student discounts din pag magre-rent ka ng equipment. So you also have the option to have the sports card na around 35 euros per semester or 66 euros per year. So around less than 4,000 a year. So imagine that. And you have access to 50 sports classes already. Kung gusto mo lang mag-gym, ito ang itsura ng gym nila. So, well-equipped, very clean. Yan. So, free to use na yan when you have the sports card. Yan. Ito pa yung mga ibang mga events happening within the city. So, they have the FIBA Europe Cup. It was held there. So, pwede kayong manood noon. And of course, more skiing. Ayan. Ang maganda na rin sa Finland, they have the unique culture of the student union. And they have the student tutor. So yung mga student tutors nila doon, hindi siya parang dito sa atin na tinuturuan tayo sa math, sa science, English, hindi siya ganong klaseng tutor or academic tutor kung tatawagin natin. Yung student tutors nila, they actually guide students, new students, especially yung mga foreign students, on how to live or how to adjust in the city. So, sasabihin nila sa'yo saan yung library, saan yung cafeteria. Usually, they also tour you around the city, saan kayo makakabili ng second-hand furniture, ano yung culture sa Finland, anong pwede nyong gawin, anong hindi pwede nyong gawin. Yan, mga ganon. So, sila yung go-to person nyo for those types of information. And ang maganda doon, free lang siya. Kasama siya doon sa services ng university or ng student union. Ayan. So yan ang pangalan ng student union nila. In every university, there is a student union talaga. So let's count. So let's say yung rent natin is a shared apartment of 220 euros or less than 15,000. Internet, this is 20 euros. Internet, ito ay mobile data rin. Bus card, 60 euros per month. Pero sa totoo lang, if you get a bike for 60 euros, hindi nyo na kailangan ng bus card. Food, 150 euros per month. And they also give a budget on leisure. or yung free time nga. So budget is around 500 euros per month. But as I said, the immigration is asking for 560 per month as the minimum requirement for the living expenses. So hindi na nagkakalayo. Ayan. So basically, that's it. The practical information about studying Karelia. Now I open the floor for any questions that you may have.
Mika? Ano po? Ma'am, share ko lang po yung package cost po.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you po.
Thank you. So, kung may tanong kayo while Miss Cams is sharing the packages, feel free to type your questions. Thank you.
Okay, this will be the package cost. First payment is the initial payment of 25,000 pesos. It is non-refundable and then to be paid first before we start your application. And then the second payment is service fee of 50,000 payment upon completion of admission documents. And also to be paid before we start your visa. And then the tuition deposit of 5,000 euros. It is a forex based, and then the total will be around 375,000 pesos. Again, not included po yung airfare, accommodation, and other expenses. And this is a minimum investment po. It will depend on your program po. Okay, next po, ito po yung mga students namin na nasa Europe na. Sarah Joy, nasa University of Milan siya. And then si Miss Alti sa Southern Eastern Finland University for Applied Sciences. So, hoping po next year maka-add na po kami ng mga students for Karelia. Okay, next po, ngayon po open na po yung floor natin for Q&A. If you have any questions po, you can unmute your mic or type your questions po on the chat box. Thank you po.
Thank you, Ms. Cams. We have a question here. Can we have access to the recording because na-miss niya daw yung first 30 minutes?
Yes po. Recorded po ito. Pwede niyo po siya mapanood sa Facebook page po namin and then sa YouTube channel po namin na Untitled Chapter. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cams. Any other questions? Is there an age limit? Yun yung maganda sa Finland. No, there is no age limit. So even if you are, advanced in years, so to say, you are most welcome to apply as long as you meet the requirements that we've shared earlier. So at least high school diploma, IELTS or TOEFL, or certificate of medium of instruction. Scholarships like Erasmus, DAAD, etc. So DAAD is usually for German universities. So for Finland, you can apply sa Karelia mismo. So they do offer scholarships there. You have to apply directly sa university. So nasa magkano pong ICT course? Same siya through the pathway program. It's 5,000 euros for the first year. And then the second year, if you want to continue, so again, pwede kayong diploma course lang, 1 year. But if you want to continue to a bachelor's degree, you have to pay 10,000 euros on the succeeding year. So year 2, year 3, year 4. But there are scholarships there na igagrant nila sa'yo based dun sa aral nyo ng finish and also, of course, your progress sa inyong course. Ang next question naman, ilang hours po allowed na magtrabaho. So the students are allowed to work 25 hours per week. Ngayon, if you are going there with your family, for example, you have a husband at this point, pwede silang sumama and they can work unlimited. So yun, they can try to find work. How about work rights? Jerly, can you elaborate what do you mean by work rights? So yun, 25 hours per week if that's what you mean. Yes, allowed po mag-part-time while studying. Meron po bang PhD program ang institution? Sa ngayon, yes, similar siya sa ibang UAS sa EU na master's degree lang. So you are right. So PhD programs not in Karelia, University of Applied Sciences. Airport pickup. As of now, there's no airport pickup, but we can help you figure out how to get to UNSU from the airport. We can provide practical information on that. Yeah. So, nasagot ko ba yung mga questions nyo? Do you want any clarifications? You can unmute your mic if you want. Yeah, thank you also, Mariko. Lowest cost na course or program, it's really the, actually all of them. So, IB, ICT, and Industrial Management, if you go through the pathway program, it's really 5,000 euros on the first year. So, discounted na po siya. Ang regular tuition fee po is 10,000 euros. Yan. So if you also think of it as an investment, so if as a stepping stone for you to actually have a career in Europe, so maganda siya talagang way for you to do so. So kailangan pa rin po ng proof of financial capacity. Bakit? Kasi pag natanggap na kayo sa Karelia by just submitting your English proficiency and your bachelor's degree, kailangan pa rin sa embassy. So, pag nag-a-apply na kayo ng student visa, they will still ask for 560 euros per month na meron kayo sa bank account. So, that will be the time where you will prove your financial capacity. So, sayang naman, if you're accepted in the university, but then you cannot leave because you do not meet the requirements of the immigration. So yeah. Application waiver. Mariko, what do you mean by that? But as of now, we do not give any application waivers. But I don't, how about you, Miss Cams? Meron po ba ang Anicon na application waiver?
Wala sa school.
Oo, wala naman. Oo. Kung diretso po na bachelor like ICT ang enroll, nasa 10K euro po ba ang tuition fee. So, if you go directly to a bachelor's program, actually, kailangan nyo mag-entrance exam. So, hindi allowed ang foreigners mag-entrance exam sa bachelor's programs nila. Kaya po sila gumawa ng commission pathway program. So that is their way to accommodate foreigners to study there. So basically, yun na po yung easiest way ninyo. Kasi if you pass that, natanggap na kayo sa commission pathway program, sa second year nyo, you are most, parang 90% ay tanggap na kayo sa second year. Depende na lang kung talagang hindi nyo na-meet yung academic requirements. But I'm pretty sure mami-meet nyo naman yan. So, kumbaga, malaki na yung chance nyo na magtuloy ng bachelor's degree. So, I hope that's clear. Miss Judy? All right. Thank you, Dan. So, any other questions?
So far, wala na po.
Okay. Thank you, Shadrach. So, Miss Cams?
Welcome po.
I think no more questions now. So So thank you for listening po. If you have any concerns or questions, you may send us a message here in our Facebook page, ATC Education Marketing Europe, and to our Gmail, atcedueurope@gmail.com, and to our WhatsApp number, +63 905 527 4254. So again po, thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Miss Mika. Thank you po. Hello.
Thank you then, Miss Cams. Glad to
Hello
be
Hello
on.
po. Can I have a follow-up question? Just one quick question,
Yeah,
if that's all
sure.
right.
For Shadrach, go ahead.
Yeah, if ever we opt to go to other countries aside from Europe, do you have any services available for that?
I think Miss Cams can answer that. Thank you.
Sir, you mean for other countries in Europe? We have in Spain po. Hello?
In other countries
Ano?
outside Europe also.
Yeah, outside, sorry.
Sorry, outside. Outside, we have in Asia, South Korea and Japan, and also Canada, New Zealand, and Australia po.
All right, thank you so much. I'll keep in touch.
Thank you po.
Thank you, thank you.
So yeah, no more questions na po. So thank you, Miss Mika. Thank you po. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for your time, everyone. Thank you, Miss Cams.
Bye
Bye.
po. Thank you po.